feel better than good. And what I see is you and me together forever. I'm knocking on wood. Every kind of gasm in the book, each eye has 'em. Every time I take a look, you give me gasms, eye gasms. You're the one responsible for my gasms. Gasm, gasm. Gasms, gasm. Gasm, gasm. Gasms, gasm. You give me gasms, eargasms. When I hear your voice, my eardrums start to quiver. It's a sexy sound, makes my love come down, and I know you can deliver any kind of gasm on the list. The gasms you don't give me, I don't think exist. You give me gasms, eargasms, soft and sweet, or the kind the neighbors hear. Gasms. If I think about you right now, don't give me gasms. Gasms, gasms. Every little thought somehow gon' give me gasms. Gasms. You give me those mind gasms, those hard to find gasms. Gasm, gasms. Eye-gasms, ear-gasms, just thinking about you, or when you're here, gasms. Every kind of gasm ever known, and a few I think are only mine alone. You give me gasms, gasm, gasms. You give me gasm, gasms, gasms. If I think about you right now, gon' give me gasms. Gasms, gasms. Every little thought somehow gon' give me gasms. You give me those mind gasms, the kind you give me are the kind that are hard to find. Gasms.
That is a long song. I didn't even realize it's 4.5 minutes long about all the kinds of gasms. Eye-gasms, ear-gasms. He has them. All of them. All the gasms. All right, well. We're just going to get to it, I think. Hold on, I need something a little more inspirational. Do it. Okay. I think it's just me and you right now, Cody. So I'm going to hold off on explaining the bits, although I feel like there's not that much to explain. I'm going to move chat for now, for today. Or maybe I can move one of these mini cars. Okay, are you able to see it? Are you able to see what this says here? I can make the text bigger. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, feel free to just chime in. Say whatever you want. But if you want any of those particular things to happen, to be in the story, on the side, be a main character, kill somebody, like those things might happen anyway. But if you want it to happen to a specific character, you gotta donate and you gotta tell me who. And they'll die right then and there. All right, let's begin. Oh, the music's too loud. I think once we get started, then it'll feel natural. I'm trying to think what's a good like opening. Where's a good starting point? Where do we begin? Do we begin in the Oval Office? What is the scene? Do we begin backstage at the debates? No, we got to work our way up. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like the title, we're off to a good start with the title alone. Just need a good location. Are we on the Air Force One? Not yet. Not yet. I think we'll get there. We have to build. But we wake up. We're just waking up. We're just in our bed. We're waking up. Okay. Maybe from a dream. What's the dream? Something crazy happening. Okay, so we start with a dream. We wake up in bed. All right. A whistle in the distance. I saw it a really long time ago, and I might actually not have seen it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might be thinking of Con Air. I don't remember if I've seen it. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. So it's not going to follow the plot of Air Force One at all, unless it does on accident. But if it does, I mean, Air Force One is a dirty movie. A whistle in the distance, followed by a deafening explosion. Is heard. A whistle in the distance is heard, followed by a deafening explosion. Anything you want me to, any direction you want me to go? Any ideas? Feel free to say them. It's fully interactive. That's what I'm going for. Mr. President. Oh, I almost spelled that really wrong. Mr. President. We have to get out of here. Now! Oops. He could hear the words. Being frantically yelled at him. But they sounded distant underwater. Suddenly, a shake. And he snapped back to reality. Sir, let's go. He's not coming. And we don't have time to wait. Joseph didn't want to comply. To leave without the one he cared for most. But this was life or death, and the country needed him. Oh, jeez. Cody, I need a towel. Hold on. I knocked my cup over. I knocked it over like 3 times, and the first 2 times I caught it. There's too many expensive electronics, so just ignore this. Hold on. Got it on these important documents that were sitting on the desk. That's good. That's great. Xbox controller. Okay. I don't think it got on the floor. http://. Oh my god! What is today? There we go. We're off to a great start. Ugh. This is going well. This is going great. Okay, well, I guess that's what I get for trying to. It's for sinning. That was Jesus intervening. Okay, let's see. Joseph didn't want to comply, to leave without the one he cared for most, but this was life or death, and the country needed him. Now more than ever. what I get. You know, this is the only way to bring this country together. The conservatives won't have it. They sent Jesus after me. Okay. Now more than ever. He slowly stood up from beneath the desk with help from two large Secret Service men, his favorites. They assisted him as he shuffled out the door. Just as he began to cross the threshold, he could hear the voice he was longing for. Joey! Joey, I'm here. We'll come back. This is just a dream. This is just a dream. Joseph tried to turn around. But the Secret Service men wouldn't slow their pace any more than they already were. Microphone. Joey! Joey! Would that be considered an epilogue? I don't know, but I'm gonna call it an epilogue anyway. Whoops. Oh. Had a bunch of code. Prologue. I'm so stupid. You can tell I don't read. Prologue. Chapter 1. Oh, we need a name for chapter 1. I need help. What are we gonna name it? Based on the name of chapter 1, that's where I'm going to end up going with chapter 1. All I know so far that I want to have happen is he's waking up from this dream that he was just having. I guess I should make that clear that this is a dream he's starting to awaken from. Joseph heard the voice fade away. What did fade away? Fade away. As he slowly awakened from his pill-induced slumber. You want to be a Secret Service agent? Okay. Well, let me write that down. So I don't forget. I keep it all straight. Thank you for the biddies. Secret Service agent. We have two favorite Secret Service agents, so there is room to be another Secret Service agent. We'll say 1 out of 2. The 2 faves. Ambient induced. Yes, that's even better. Ambient induced slumber. Light dreamed. And actually, would he be sleeping past daylight? I don't think so. Old people, they wake up early. The roar of the CPAP machine. And smell of Vicks. How do you spell Vicks? Or is it's Vicks? I'm just making up my own words today. The roar of the CPAP machine and the smell of Vicks. Replaced what used to be a rooster's crow at dawn. Alright. The roar of the CPAP machine and the smell of Vicks replaced what used to be the rooster's crow at dawn. What's Joe's wife's name? What's Biden's wife's name again? Jill? Her name's not Jill, is it? Jill? Who is our first lady? Who is our first lady? I'm a terrible American. Doctor? Hold on. My friend suggested autoerotic asphyxiation CPAP play. I love that, and I'm going to write that down. Autoerotic asphyxiation CPAP play. That's for sure going to be a thing. Now that it's been put in the world, into the universe. Jill, it is Jill. Okay, why did I was gaslighting myself. Okay. Jill. She's a lot younger than him though, right? How old is she? How old is Jill Biden? 72. Holy crap, she looks great for her age. Jill. Okay, well, she's old too then. Who had been awake for an hour at this point. Brought nudged him gently and presented him with his morning pills. Joe. It's time to get up. You've slept in. What time is it? It's already 4:30 a.m. kind of man spends his whole day sleeping? Now get up and take your pills. Get up. Take your meds. I've got to go. She wouldn't say I've gotta. I'm going to go have luncheon. She still says luncheon. With the ladies out in the garden. And I simply must get started on my hair and makeup. The nurse will be... Oh, the nurse. Hey, there's a new character too. If anyone wants to be the nurse. The nurse will be waiting just outside the door. Wait, do you have luncheon or do you just simply luncheon? I don't even know. I'm going to luncheon. I'm going to luncheon with the ladies. I heard it on Mad Men. I'm going to luncheon with the ladies out in the garden, and I simply must get started on my hair and makeup. The nurse will be waiting just outside the door. Are you wearing your life alert? Wait, I don't know if you actually have to do quotes if you're writing it this way. Oops. You think I'd know a thing or two about writing since I taught it, but I don't. Okay. He says, I said, are you wearing your life alert? Yeah. I don't think you do. I don't think you have to. Oh, maybe you do. You know what? I guess we'll keep them. It's not that important, really. But we'll keep them anyway, just to be clear. I think you're right, though, because I've been reading screenplays lately. Yeah. Yeah, my feet hurt. You gonna rub them for me? That's what the nurse is for. I'll see you. I'll see you tonight. She's not gonna see him all day. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to see him. Jill scurried from the room. She clearly had better things to worry about than her geriatric husband. but she clearly had better things to worry about than her geriatric husband. But she was just fulfilling her duties at this point and nothing more. Joseph could tell. He knew his mental capacities had been going downhill for some time now. But his physical capacities I'm trying to decide, would I rather he's been needing Viagra for a long time now, or has he been virile? Has he been wanting it and she's just like, no thanks. No thanks, I'm good. He knew his mental capacities had been going downhill. Let me read chat. Maybe she woke the man up with pills. She does not care. He hadn't even had his coffee yet. Oh my God, he hasn't had his coffee yet. Someone's waking me up giving me pills instead of coffee. I'm going to be upset. Cody, take notes. All right. Second, he's still like physically young and I mean, he attempted to ride a bike that one time, so I think he's getting around in all areas. Okay, he knew his mental capacities have been going downhill for some time now, but his physical capacities were alive and well. Does that make sense? We're, let's say, going strong. He's for sure a horn dog. Well, he better be, because the nurse is about to come in. All right, so he knew his mental capacities have been going downhill for some time now, but his physical capacities were going strong. There was a time where Jill always made sure to include a Viagra with his daily regimen. But he never really needed it. Only when it was with her. Oh, so painful. So painful for her. Let's put that all together. That doesn't belong in its own paragraph. He sat up on the edge of his, what's like a really nice, he's gonna have like the nicest bedding for sure. On the edge of his silk comforter. Did I spell it wrong? Comfort. Comfort. How do you spell comforter? Comfort. I spelled it right the first time. That looked so stupid. All right, he sat up on the edge of his silk comforter, staring out the window. The window. I can't type today. Staring out the window and thinking to himself, what year is it? He really needed to ponder on that. He brought himself up to a standing position with the help of his, what do you call, like, you know those, like, it's like, it's hanging from the ceiling, you pull yourself up for, like, disabled people. Is it called like a pull-up rod? A pull-up bar? Pull-up? I'll just say as a pull-up bar. He brought himself up to a standing position with the help of his pull-up bar. Oh no, wait, you know what he has next to the bed? Using the rail of his bedside toilet. Bed trapeze, is that really what it's called? Because that's cool. He brought himself up to a standing position using the rail of his bedside toilet. And shuffled over to the window. I keep typing winder. To pull open the curtains. It's a large window. To the large bedroom window to pull open the curtains. Just as they spread apart, foreshadowing. Just as they spread apart, you could hear a courteous knock at the door across the room. Good morning, Mr. President. Is it okay if I come in? This was just a formality by Joseph's young, let's describe this nurse. By Joseph's young broad-shouldered nurse. He knew he was coming in, more foreshadowing, regardless of how the president answered that question. I cannot type today. Let's turn the music down a little bit. Is the music loud? Let's see, turn it down a little bit. Come on in. What's nurse's name? We need a name. Come on in. What's a good male nurse name? First name in chat. That's gonna be the male nurse's name. First name y'all throw at me. Okay, well, now that we have more people here and I'm thinking of a name for the male nurse, I'm going to explain the bits real quick. Oh, it should say 100 bits, 250 bits. That way it's not confusing. Nurse Cox. Oh, I like that. Okay, so if you want to be a side character like Cody, Dion Sandals donated 100 bits. He's going to be a Secret Service agent. He requested that. So he's going to be a Secret Service agent named Dion Sandals. That's a side character. If you want to be like a main character, that's like an integral part of the story. That's 250 bits. Side character, the difference is that like a side character, they might be there for like a scene, just like a quick little like in and out, they're gone. Main character, they're going to be like reoccurring. We're going to see them more than once. If you want a character to die, there are 2 characters off the table for that. That is Joe Biden and Donald Trump. They are not allowed to die for multiple reasons. This story centers around both of them. Air Force hung. This is about them. They are like the main characters. They can't die. They got plot armor. And then also because I'm not trying to like get in trouble by like hypothetically murdering anybody. So if you come up with a plot twist and you want to just take this whole plot in a totally different direction than whatever we're going in, you can tell me exactly what you want to start happening. And like it has to be like a big game changer. That's 600. And then if you want them to stop whatever they're doing, no matter what it is, and just start having sex, that's 700 bits. Just right there in the middle with whoever is in the room. They're involved. Okay, so this was just a formality by Joseph's young, broad-shouldered nurse. He knew he was coming in regardless of how the president answered that question. Ah, come in, Nurse Cox. Nice of you to join me on this beautiful Thursday morning. Sir, it's Friday. Thursday was yesterday. Ah, just testing you. You passed. Nurse Cox humored him. As always. You got me. Again. I love that joke. He tells that joke every day. Because he doesn't actually ever know what day it is. Just testing you. You passed. Nurse Cox humored him as always. You got me again. I love that joke. So, now that you're here and Jill's not here, I was thinking it sure has been a while since you've given me one of your famous massages. Sir, I thought we agreed we weren't doing those massages anymore. Remember, there could be spy cameras and infrared and heat-seeking missiles. You are the one who said all this. Do you remember? I just like how it makes no sense. Sir, I thought we agreed we weren't doing these massages anymore. Remember, there could be spy cameras and infrared and heat-seeking missiles. You're the one who said all this. Do you remember? Remember? I don't remember what I had for dinner last night. I don't remember the last vote I casted. I don't remember the last speech I made. I sure as hell, he's Southern all of a sudden, I sure as hell don't remember the last time I had one of your famous massages, and I definitely don't remember telling you that you were allowed to stop giving me your famous massages. I guess trigger warning, there's gonna be some coercion going on here, just FYI. That's the territory we're starting to get in, I can tell. Okay. Hold on. Besides, aren't you my nurse? I have been having a lot of pain lately. And you know, the job of being the President of the United States, I'm overlooking the capitals right now. I don't care, the capitalization. The job of being the President of the United States is a very, can make a man very tense, if you know what I'm saying. Nurse Cox stood there, smoldering and bewildered. WWE King is back. You came in at a great time because the President of the United States just is more or less forcing this poor nurse to give him a handy. Nurse Cox stood there, smoldering and bewildered. Was this really happening? Again? Again? He dreamt that this day would come He yearned to rub the loose skin. Once again. But the last time it happened, Joseph's blood pressure spiked so high that it triggered top secret ambulance care. Of course, he couldn't explain why. He just had to tell them that it was a reaction to his meds. I'll get the oil. He said, trying his best not to sound too giddy. Let me change the music since we're in between. Okay. Yeah, if anybody else wants to join the Discord server, Discord, there it is. I'll probably be posting this in there, and also to like whatever fan fiction websites I decide to curse. I mean, to be honest, they're all very cursed. I mean, if you were here last time and you heard us read Cars, although I felt almost like it wasn't cursed enough. But on the other hand, I really had to ask myself, and I did. I asked Cody too. I was like, what do you think Sally was taking in her mouth when she took lightning in her mouth? What was she taking? What was there? And then I just couldn't stop imagining like Lightning McQueen having a wiener just like flopping along the highway as he drove. I know, but for anyone who hasn't joined the Discord, there's the link. All right, so I'll get the oil. Speaking of cars, I'll get the oil, he said, trying his best not to sound too giddy. Joseph let out a little chuckle. He's always chuckling. Joseph let out a little chuckle. A mischievous little chuckle.
I'm in danger.
Thank you for the bits. Just let out a mischievous little chuckle. I just think about Lightning McQueen's little car wiener. And then I was wondering, like, do they have to, like, tuck it up? Do they have little, like, metal that they put, or maybe it is metal. I don't know. It would have to be, right? It'd have to be made out of metal. Joseph let out a mischievous little chuckle. And started, and well, he's already wearing just like a robe and some boxers, and let his robe fall to the floor. Chapter 2. Wait, did we ever come up with a name for chapter 1? No, we talked about it and then never did. Chapter 1. Awakening, because he's like having an awakening. you know? And he's also waking up from sleep. All right, chapter 2. Oh, of course he's wearing a diaper. Oh, how could I forget? How could I forget? Okay, so chapter 2. Or is he? Wait, both diapers? Or just one in a diaper? You know what I'm talking about. It was like a transformer and things just fold away. Maybe. Chapter 2. We'll come back and name it afterwards, after we know what happens. Okay, chapter 2. Well, just for now, a tentative title for Fist Time in a Long Time. That was a typo, but I'm going with that. Fist Time in a Long Time. Joseph lay face up on his bed. I'm gonna put him in boxers for now. I think it'd be good for him to be in boxers for this scene specifically, and also because he's got his bedside toilet, so he doesn't really need the diaper necessarily, because he can still make it there. He's still continent. For the most part, like he can't hold it for long, but he's not gonna be like leaking. You think so? Okay, Google it. Tell me if it actually will. I don't think it will. I think I can say whatever I want as long as it's not a racial slur and it's not hate speech. You know, and if I get banned, I get banned. All right, Joseph lay face up on his bed, grinning ear to ear. It should. Well, you know, if it does, it does. It's a typo. Joseph lay face up on his bed, grinning ear to ear. If I get banned, it was worth it. It was worth it for the art. He could hear the sound of the door, the deadbolt on his bedroom door turn shut. His new hearing aids were working great. Okay, let's see. Dim those lights, would ya? He yelled too loudly across the large wait, we don't call it a master bedroom anymore. What do we call it now? There's a new, they're calling it something else, but I forgot what. He yelled too loudly across the large master bedroom. Nurse Cox did as he was told. He loved when Joseph would boss him around. Some might call that a primary bedroom. Some might call that the relationship sub. What do you call it when you're like one person's a sub and the other person's a dom? You call it a sub-dom relationship. Sub/dom, probably. Relationship. But they didn't like to put labels on themselves. Cox knew that he was just a toy to be played with, and he liked it that way. He pulled up Spotify on his phone and played the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. What did I just type? The Star Bangles Banner. The Star Spangled. I am too entertained by my own typos. The Star Spangled Banner. Nice and loud. To drown out the incoming noises that were about to emerge from Joseph. Hey, that's my favorite song. They play it down on at the malt shop any time there's a bank holiday. Which malt shop is that? Joseph? Joe? Joseph? No, he calls him Mr. President only. He doesn't call him by his first name. Mr. President. Oh, you know. I feel like Joe should at some point. Okay, we're back. Streamlabs crashed. Can you hear me and see me now? Everything good? Okay. Okay, let me get the... I don't know why it's not showing... Hold on. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, I thought I lost everything. I was gonna cry. It auto saves as it goes. Okay. I'm writing that down. Because that's amazing. I'm going to star spangle someone's banner. Oh, you know the one. We always go to after football games. Sir? Never mind. Hop to it. Okay. Here's Cox. Took the lotion bottle and squirted it into his large, rough hands. The bottle was running low, so it sputtered a bit, like a near empty bottle of ketchup. He rubbed his hands together fast to warm it with the friction. Can you tell me where the pain is? I'm in no rush this morning. Start at the top and work your way down. Nurse Cox followed orders. He climbed up onto the bed and easily moved one leg across Joseph's body so that he was straddling him. He wasn't putting any weight down. Knowing that his full physique would likely crush the frail old man's slender form. He started rubbing his shoulders slowly and firmly. Joseph let out a long sigh. This got Cox excited. I like all the natural puns that are coming from this nurse's name. He started to move his hands lower so that they were over the pectorals. At Joseph's age, there is no more body hair to be found. I don't know if that's a real thing, if you just like get old and you don't have body hair anymore, but it's a thing in this story. Started to move his hands lower so that they were over the pectorals. At Joseph's age, there is no more body hair to be found. So his hands glided smoothly across the president's chest. Oh my God. Do that thing. Oh, you mean this thing? Nurse Cox pinched both nipples at the same time and began to rub them between his thumbs and I had to act it out for a second. Middle fingers. At this point, there was absolutely no hiding the raging erection that was charging Cox from beneath. You like that move, huh? Reminds me of the time. I'm thinking old man thing. Reminds me of the time me and the boys would roll the hoop down the hill with a stick. Back when men were men. Nurse Cox had no idea what this meant, but he took it as a compliment. I think I'm gonna go grab a water. I'll be right back. sorry about that. I had a drink, but I like, spilled like half of it earlier, so. I don't hear music. Do you? Oh, dang, I just realized my scene was all messed up from a stream crashing earlier. Let me fix it. Why am I so shiny? Let me move Lightning and Sally. Oh, look, we're 2% to our bit goal already. So, like, once I hit my bit goal, then I'm going to get some lav mics, and I'm really excited for it. So that way me and Cody can do more stuff a little farther away from the old microphone here. And it'll be fun. Okay. Now, where were we? Move that over just a little bit. Sorry, I'm tired. I feel like I'm only not tired on Saturdays. And I'm tired every other day of my life. Okay. All set. All right, so where we left off, Nurse Cox straddling Joe Biden and tweaking his nipples like this. Okay. Whoops, what did I just do? Okay. And despite this high praise, he knew it was time to move lower. His hands slipped down, and he began rubbing Joseph's thighs. You're teasing me now. Haha. Was there... Oh, not like a haha, but like a... It's like... Nurse Cox laughed sexily. Was there something I missed? You know what your president likes. He knew exactly what his president liked. And he was eager to give it to him. But he also wanted to savor this moment because at Joseph's age, any day could be the last. Who knew if this opportunity would ever come again? Even so, he knew what time it was. He slid his hands playfully up the legs of Joseph's boxers. One hand, I'll say his right hand, ever so gently cupping the I swear there's somebody behind me, it's scaring me. He slid his hands playfully up the legs of Joseph's boxers, his right hand ever so gently cupping the long sack of skin that holds his testicles. His left slowly making its way up the shaft. You came in at the right time, Cody. His right hand ever so gently cupped the long sack of skin that held his testicles, his left slowly making its way up the shaft. One thing about Joseph that always baffled him was, well, actually, this is more about Jill. One thing about Jill that always baffled Nurse Cox was how she could grow bored of such how does one describe such a looking for just the right adjectives. If anyone has some good adjectives to describe a penis, throw them at me. I need them. I need some penis adjectives. Splendorous. Wondrous. All right. Such a splendorous. Such a splendorous, thick, two C's. Splendorous, thick, almost, it's almost got a mind of its own. It's almost sentient, yes. Sentient. Splendorous, thick, almost sentient. What's another word for penis? Unit. First unit. I want to use the word first a lot, but I don't know if this is the time. One thing about Jill that always baffled Nurse Cox was how she could grow bored of such a splendorous, thick, almost sentient unit. Thirsty, yet dripping with its own saliva. Gross. uh, this is fun. Let's see. If anything could be left of this man in a museum, it should very well be a casting of this wondrous, we're just gonna call it a penis, this wondrous penis. Nurse Cox worshipped it in all its glory. I keep trying to throw an apostrophe in the word "its," all its glory. His hands still slippery from the massage oil, stroked up and down but Nurse Cox was hungry for more. I saw two people left. They couldn't take it anymore. I don't blame them. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where in the Star Spangled Banner we might be at this point in time. Because we started out, it's not a long song. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? I mean, let's just say he put it on repeat, right? He put it on repeat. They're just doing this to the Star Spangled Banner on repeat. He couldn't wait 1 second longer. He needed to take him all in and gave him the, that was a fun way to say blowjob. He gave him the Hoover special. He gave him the Hoover Dam. Hold on. He gave him the the Hoover, or the I don't know. I'm brainstorming. We'll call it the Eisenhower, where he gave him what they called, that's who built had the Hoover Dam built, right? Gave him what they called the Eisenhower. Is that how you spell Eisenhower? How do you spell Eisenhower?
That's right.
Yeah, it is. It's a long name. I've never had to write the word Eisenhower, I'm pretty sure. Or if I did, I was in like 3rd grade.
Do a president that everyone agrees sucks.
Carter's still alive.
Yeah.
Carter could totally make an appearance, and he's like somehow older than them. What they call the hold on. Okay, so this is the Eisenhower special, because like it's like a play on words, like Hoover, like a vacuum, and like the Hoover Dam. Wait, who's the Hoover Dam named after? Herbert Hoover. Oh my God. I need to go to school. What they call the Herbert Hoover. That's what they're going to call it. The Herbert Hoover. Because he sucked him down like a vacuum. Chat's on my face. Chat's sitting on my face right now. That's okay. Let's just move it so it's not. Just make it a little smaller. That's good. Okay. But Nurse Cox was hungry for more. He couldn't wait 1 second longer. He needed to take him all in and gave him what they called the Herbert Hoover because he sucked him down like a vacuum. Joseph let out a loud moan of pleasure and screamed, "More!" Nurse Cox knew what he meant. It was time for the big finish. The big finishing act. What were some names that they called Richard Nixon? They had, because I mean his name was Richard. They had some weird names for him. Tricky Dick. It was time for the big finishing act. The old Tricky Dick. Oh, I was wondering what you're doing. She was licking my face. Oh no, why am I coughing? Nurse Cox knew what he meant. It was time for the big finishing act. The old Tricky Dick. Where's the music? Okay. In 2 seconds, I'll write that word out. In 2 seconds flat, he had Joseph flipped onto his belly with his barely existent ass up in the air. He pulled a glove from his scrubs pocket and skillfully pulled it tight over his hand. There's extra, his hand. Pulled an extra large glove. Ready for your prostate exam? I was born ready. a man of Joseph's age has this is just a science lesson. A man of Joseph's age has very thin skin. And you must be very gentle while penetrating. Yes, it's time for the gloves are on. A man of Joseph's age has very thin skin and you must be very careful, very gentle while penetrating. He oiled up the glove with the last of his massage oil. It trickled out in a way that made Nurse Cox crazy. He started with one finger and slipped into the warm, tight orifice then 2, then 3. Joseph was clutching at any pillow, blanket, what might a very, very old person have nearby that they could clutch? Yeah, I can't think of anything. Any pillow or blanket that he could grab, that he could reach. Let's see. And the rockets spread glare. Joseph screamed with glory. The bombs bursting in air. A fourth finger slid in. Gave proof through the night. The whole fish, the whole fist was now inside the president's anus. But our flag was still there. The president began to sing along to our country's national anthem as Nurse Cox thrusted his fist in and out of Joseph's tight little ass. I feel like I'm gonna get fired from my job somehow for writing this. I feel like I'm gonna get a ticket tomorrow. Just bad things are gonna start happening to me for writing this. The president began to sing along to our country's national anthem as Nurse Cox thrusted his fist in and out of Joseph's tight little ass. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the a loud grunt from the president filled the room. What's up, Silver? Interesting night to stop by. We're just well, how do I explain? We're writing a story. We're writing a story today. I'm just relaxing, watching a movie on Tubi TV on my PC. What movie are you watching? What breaks the ice? I don't know what that is. What breaks the ice? Okay. Looks interesting. It's rated... I can't tell. PG-13? R? A loud grunt from the president filled the room. Nurse Cox was overjoyed with the ecstasy he was able to bring to Joseph this morning. But also a little nervous that someone outside the door could have heard. The Secret Service, maybe? Though they are good at keeping secrets. That's the face. The president filled the room. Nurse Cox was overjoyed with ecstasy he was able to bring to Joseph with overjoyed because of the ecstasy he was able to bring to Joseph this morning, but also a little nervous that someone outside the door could have heard. Well, Silver, just so you know, this is a raunchy day. We're being naughty today, so if you want to contribute to the story, though, you are more than welcome. I'm always looking for good, like, adjectives and ideas. And we've gotten a lot of really good ideas so far. A loud grunt. Okay, where were we? So the Secret Service, they're good at keeping secrets. That's why they call them the Secret Service. And there's a reason they're the favorites. He slowly pulled his hand out and disposed of the glove. There's a reason, or how about, I knew there was a good reason I was keeping you around. Job well done. May I present you a Medal of Honor? Good one, Joseph. I'll just take a kiss for now. They kissed. They kissed long and gently. I better start helping you get ready. Or what would a presidential nurse do on a daily basis? They just like check vitals and like I better get your biometrics so you can get started on your day. You have a pretty important job, you know. I do? Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Okay, I'm ready to wrap up this chapter. We need like something needs to happen that'll lead into like the next chapter. Let's just say like without a knock, without so much as a knock, Joseph's two favorite Secret Service agents burst into the room. Sir, he's here. Joseph's face grew pale, even through the spray tan. he wasn't expecting this today. He didn't know what he was to expect today, but it certainly wasn't this. And that's the end of chapter 2. And it's 10:30. We've been writing for a while. All right. I really want to post this like on a fanfic website. Fanfic website. Let's see. Fanfiction.net. Yeah, this looks like it's still being used. Some new stuff on here. Mustard Chef. I don't know what none of this is. Maybe I'll put it in the Discord first. I don't know. Regardless, we'll continue this next time. We'll write chapter 3. Right. See if there's anybody to raid. There are a lot of people live right now. A lot of people are playing Pow World. A lot of people are playing Pow World. I'm looking for just chatting, but I want to find somebody that doesn't have like thousands of viewers. I guess that's not happening. Am I the only one out here with two people? Literally everybody's freaking playing Pal World. All right, well, here we go.
Ship.
This isn't Pal World. Actually, maybe I kind of want to see Pal World.
Jesus. My mic wasn't working. I couldn't turn anything on.
Have y'all heard of Pal? Lisa, have you heard of Pal World?
No
Yeah, I know.
perky.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Perkies.
Who are you trying to fight? Let me
Percocet.
fuck them up for you.
It's just like Pokemon with guns. It's weird.
That's why I switched. I was paying more out of pocket.
I'm very intrigued by it, but I feel like
But I'm just gonna wait
I
until
feel like
move
Nintendo is
to
gonna come for it.
my
You know what I
new,
mean?
Townhouse in a few months.
But it looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna look.
Yes. Come on, come on, come on. No! Ah, thank you so much for the raid! What is up? What were you playing? And bitch, I'm still waiting for you to let me know when the fuck we're gonna do this labyrinth shit. I think Sierra finally accepted the damn gift I gave her after a month and a half.
No, this is not loading. It seems that it loaded everything once we were back at the base, but outside of that, it's not showing anybody.
I just brought my 2 friends to say
They have a bug, and then hopefully they
check
fix
out
it
Power
soon.
Up. Okay, bet. Did I bring out?
The update from fucked something.
Ooh, it's my
That's all right.
dinosaur.
Just go ahead and
Okay,
You see where I'm at, son?
what's up, gang? What up, Bryos?
Try to catch a powder quick.
How was your matches?
Oh, and I killed it. Let me see where you guys are at.
I'm
Okay,
by
I'm ready
myself
whenever you
in the
are.
middle
We
of
were
nowhere.
waiting. Were you?
Oh shit! Yeah, you went out.